all came out of Africa. We went to Asia. After Asia, we went to Australia. I'm talking about all of us, all of our ancestors. Before we broke off into different groups in America. Then after Australia, we hit the North Pole. From the North Pole, we came down south to Tennessee. And I'm not just saying this because I'm from Memphis. This is real deal history.
Yeah.
All of us came from Alaska because it was the North Pole. Because we was running from the Ice Age. You know what I'm saying? So from there we headed south. We headed south to Tennessee. And even Tennessee is the hometown of the Cherokee Indians. So if you're around here saying that you Cherokee, you came from Tennessee.
Yes.
And then from Tennessee, they kicked us out of Tennessee under Andrew Jackson and the Indian Removal Act. That's where we went what they call the Trail of Tears. The Trail of Tears, that's how we ended up in Oklahoma, and we started Black Wall Street and all this stuff. But all of our ancestors, they out of Africa still. Man, Africa is our grandmother. America is our mother.
Yes.
Because a lot of people around here, they hate America so much because they think they from Africa.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's true in a sense, but we've been so far gone away from Africa, we got blood, sweat, and tears here. You know what I'm saying?
And then a good way to also for us to look at that for a reference point is if the whole world was black, that means we had already inhabited everywhere. We had discovered everywhere. Before the white man even came into the so-called white man, came out of the caves of Europe, we had already circumnavigated the globe. We'd already went everywhere that there was to go. And we were already established everywhere on every fertile soil. God had already split the land up for all of the yellow, the brown, the red, whatever colors the people came in. He'd already divided the land amongst his people. And then this war that we in now, this is what's causing the confusion of who everybody is. Because here's the trick. Some people, they got a nationality, but that's still not who they is. We just don't have no nationality. That's why we got to come out of this with much substance. Because they took everything from us.
Even nationality is I agree on it. But because we do need to stop calling out the black.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? All this cursing us. Black in political science is death, means death.
Yes.
In political science. It came from Noble Drew Ali, and it's actual facts.
Yes.
If you look it up, black in political science means death. Black in legal terms, every time you go to a court and you say you a black man or a black woman, that leaves you what they call in Latin civiliter mortuus. That means you are dead in the eyes of law. You have no rights. That's why they can only give us acts, like the voting act. You know what I'm saying? An act and a law are two different things. An act can be revisited. It can be
policy isn't law. Yeah.
Say what?
I said basically policy isn't law. Basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why we gotta stop calling ourselves black, because all of it really black magic.
Yeah.
You look at everything that falls under black culture, hip hop, black magic. Look at Mo3. All these rituals, all this stuff that came in through the ooze. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yes. Those who are perpetrating the fraud and saying that they're us. Those people.
Exactly. Now those people are the ones that was inhabited by the reptilians.
Yes.
I know it sounds weird.
That 13 families, that 13 damn, I can't remember what it's called. I know what you're talking about though.
It's the 13 bloodlines. The 13 bloodlines.
Then okay, so you talking about that real shit. That real goddamn shit. I know what you're talking about, yeah. It's a lot of shit with that. That's why I don't jump into it, because it's so damn layered. I will. We can talk about it though, brother. Trust me, we can talk about it. John, go back to what you were saying. You say the reptilian families, the Jewish, yeah.
So those are the people that was inhabited, that came into agreement with the so-called reptilians, with the reptilian aliens or whatever. Because this thing, we got to be very careful when we're talking about outer space.
Yeah.
Because there is no such thing as a real outer space.
Yes. You know, not the way they explain it.
You really can't pierce through this, because they gonna pull some shit out in a minute.
Yeah.
And it might be, because might be good propaganda, it might be bad, because something gonna have to happen to bring this world together, to unify this world.
Like a chaotic situation, basically.
And they got something called Project Bluebeam. I don't know if everybody.
Oh yeah, well they finna try to do that alien invasion shit.
Alien invasion.
Yeah, I've been trying to tell people about that, but I think some people know a little bit, but some people they don't know, because black people ain't talking about this shit.
I don't know a lot about it. All I know is they got some high tech technology like CGI, all this stuff. They can put stuff up. They can put a machine up and make it look like something like they made Tupac like he was performing. And that was years ago. That was like the very beginning stages of what we talking about. So if you look at Tupac when he had the holographic picture, holographic image, like he was alive and performing, imagine what it looked like now. So they able to project stuff in the sky like they're probably not even a real sun.
Like they say that they projected that shit on 9/11 to make it look like a plane went through that shit when all science done proved it couldn't have been no plane that melt no metal beams. And people say they heard bombs and shit. And then like, okay, we got Naga Omek. He say white people ain't no reptilians. Reptilians are ancient melanated disagreeable entities. Okay, I have heard some shit like that because they've said this is why I say Vril, because the Vril is a reptilian entity, a reptilian type entity that's supposed to go in the eye of them people he talking about. But then there's something about this shit you talking about that's true. People say that it's some type of reptilian entity that got to do with us, with that they're some type of melanated being. But this is why they resonate with me, because I used to say this shit a long time ago. I know this is going off topic, but I just want to give y'all something to chew on. What if the dinosaurs was us? What if the dinosaur bones is just giant nigga bones that they are just reshaping because they don't want the truth to get out? Because how do they even know how to piece the motherfuckers together? I don't even know. It's like, I know that sound thrown off, but how you say reptilians, the dinosaurs ain't nothing but a reptile. So it's like shit. Then everything they always depict to have nigga characteristics. Like on their show, Dinosaurs. I used to watch it as a kid. Where that motherfucker say, not the mama. That little ugly ass dinosaur. They act like niggas on their show. Huh?
They're one of my favorite shows.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's reptilians that they putting on our face in that show. And they just showing that it's another animated version of a humanoid type being. Because look, we gotta remember that we are a human beast. We just have sentience. We just can talk and walk. And the difference between us and the animal, we have a soul and sentience. So we know that I am that I am. But we still in a mammal body. We still in a shit sack body. You know what I'm saying? We're not all spirit. The only way you can come through here in this dimension is a mammal, animalistic body. So I could believe that there is another life form similar to this. Because I do believe that there's people that live in the sea. I've had dreams and visions of this and been taking the worlds under sea.
Let me tell you something real quick. I just want to add on to that real quick.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, brother.
They say the earth is made up of 70% water, right?
Yeah.
And that is an actual fact. The earth is made up of 70% water. If you look at your hands and your feet, you will see you have webs in between your hands.
Exactly. In the womb, you was like a fish and a tadpole and all that shit.
Exactly. But it's just like all skin folk ain't kinfolk.
Yeah.
So just because you can see a reptilian is a melanated, everything with melanin don't mean that it's pure. And everything with melanin don't mean that it's necessarily righteous. Because you got some black people or some quote unquote black people who will sell some niggas out right now. As above, so below, on earth as it is in heaven. So yes, we all are connected. We all are on one species. And extraterrestrials are all of one species. But yet and still, you got some that'll sell some niggas out. You got some that want to be at the top of the hierarchy. And the only way they can do that is if they inhabited other people. You know what I'm saying? This, like look at the Jewish people. Their whole thing is faking like they somebody else. So that lets you know right there the mindset of the whatever it is that inhabited them. So be careful because I know some teachings out there, you know what I'm saying, that teach a lot of stuff. Like they make it seem like the reptilians are what they are. I mean, it's good and bad and everything.
Yes.
Like it's always two ends of the pole. It's always duality is always at work. And right. So somebody gonna have to be righteous. Somebody gonna have to be unrighteous. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
It's gonna have to be a hero. It's gonna have to be a protagonist. I know what you said. That's just how the story laid out. It's just like that. That's why I can believe it's two different types of that reptilian shit. But then in this also what we gotta remember. A lot of this shit is theoretical, so we gotta test it by the spirit and go into our heart chakra and see what the heart tells us. Like, okay, do that resonate with me? Should I just leave that alone? Because information can be dangerous. Because a lot of people start worshiping this shit when it's not about that. We don't want to get stuck. We want to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you get confused, I'm gonna tell y'all, keep going. Get out of that shit. You confused, get out of whatever the fuck is confusing. Because it's not good. God ain't a God of confusion.
You investigating what happened, and this ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Some people are meant to be students, some people meant to be teachers, some people just meant to be learners on their own, teachers of their own, and students like learners on their own. So, but if you feel like you are called to share certain information, because they don't mean you know everything. You got a lane, you stay in that lane. Like me, I'm not gonna get over here talking about cryptocurrency because that ain't my lane. I ain't gonna get over here talking about the Bible for so much because that ain't my life. I know something about it. I can build on to it, but I'll be in a crowd and let somebody else do it. I know my lane. You know what I'm saying? And if you feel like you are led to share information, when you learning these stuff, don't look at it as if you researching. Look at it as if you are investigating what happened to your people.
Yes.
And once you do that, look at it from like Miss Lowdown. Look at it like from Miss Lowdown point of view. Like shit, get you a whiteboard, pinpoint,
break
whatever,
that shit down.
FBI investigator, because that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
You are investigating a genocidal happening that went on with your people.
Exactly.
You ain't researching nothing. Like you ain't learning nothing. You ain't like so. You shouldn't marry yourself to none of this information. You hold on to this part of the information until it gets you to the next part. Once you get to the next part, you don't need the previous information no more. You don't marry yourself to none of this. You don't consume none of this stuff or try to become none of this stuff. You trying to remember who you were and investigate what happened to your people. Point blank period. Ain't none of this stuff meant for you to say, hey, I am this, I am that, because you can't quantify the unquantifiable. That's why Psalms 82:6, ye are God. If the Bible tells you that, then you can't walk around here with a title. You can't walk around and say, hey, I'm a Moor, or I'm a Christian, or I'm a Muslim. No, you are I am. You know what I'm saying? You are a human being. You are a human, a colored man that is being. That's it, point blank period. Yes. Everything else is a school of thought. You don't ever stay in one school your whole life.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to be in kindergarten from K through 5th grade. Then you're going to hit middle school, 6th grade to 8th grade. You're going to hit high school. Then after high school, you're going to graduate. You're going to graduate, go to college, and this is where you're going to get your master's. This is how you become a master. This is the whole point of a university. A university was built off the template of how you learn through the universe. Those pyramids we see in ancient Egypt or ancient Kemet, those are real universities.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But go ahead. I don't want to start. You know what I'm saying?
No. I know how it is, brother. Because I want the people to understand what's going on here. When we meet with somebody else who is somebody who is a person of the remnant, we begin to build like this. And right. Me and this brother could do this for a day because it's so rare that we meet up with somebody who is another light worker. And this brother, I can tell he works with the light and the dark, and he's mastering his work. That's his work. That's what he's supposed to do. I'm doing the same thing. The only thing is the reason why I kept making a point of that is I went so far into the darkness, I damn near drowned. So now I'm coming backwards in time and balancing it with the light because I had a very hard life. And I've done that for 30 years. So now God is telling me deal with the light because I've mastered the dark. I mastered that already. Yeah. So I never forget where I come from and what's really going down. And I can tap back into that. So
it's all alchemy, man. The same process that this is exactly what it's called, alchemy. It's an alchemical process. The same thing, like they say, not like they say, it's fake, but like turning coal to a diamond. Yes. Exactly, like coal to a diamond. That's all. That's all the most high tech. You know what I'm saying? Like so through the darkness and all that stuff, it's your alchemical process. It becomes the man that God wants you to be.
Yes. And not only that, brother, everything you said, but it's to me, it's damn near like have you felt like you've had to die to yourself to be rebuilt again? I done did this about 3 times, again and then again and then again, because it's like I say, this fucking knowledge is endless. So with us eating this knowledge and this fruit, you are what you eat. So we live in the spirit. We live in the spirit all day. It's rare that I commune with people who are of the world. And now I do, it'll be on here. But most of the people that's attracted to me, they're other light workers. They just might not. Some are like this brother and they know what they know. Some know, but they don't know what they know. And some want to know, but they don't know what they don't know. You know what I'm saying? But then
a lot of people know, but they don't know they know.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. They don't know how to. That's why they need champions like me and this brother and the other light workers who can verbalize it, because we've been put to the test and we've had to study and show ourselves approved. That's why we love people like Malcolm X and Khalid Muhammad and Farrakhan, because they, well, you know what I'm saying. Basically, the black people who will stand out there and speak the things that maybe the average man don't have the words to vocalize. That I'll put it to you like that.
I'm hearing an echo or something. I don't know if that's me or what.
Shit, ain't no damn. So that might be the FBI listening, nigga. I really don't know. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
But we may have to do this on another video.
Yeah, let's do that.
I challenge people to go look into this whole quote unquote Black history thing. To go look at when the CIA was created. You see what came after the CIA.
Yes. And see why they created that shit. Because of the rise of the Black Messiah.
But you gotta understand, what was Marcus Garvey about?
Marcus Garvey. Marcus Messiah Garvey. Yeah.
So they trying to make the rise of the Messiah. They talk about Marcus Garvey.
You know, they've given us a lot of people that they wanted us to follow as well. So it's so many people that they say is agents nowadays. It's not even funny.
But it started with Martin King, who was a boule.
Yeah.
Who was working with the Jewish people. You got Malcolm X. You got the whole Black Panther thing.
Yeah.
Even always down to people. I'm telling you this, man. People do their research. You know what I'm saying? And they tell. They go. You gotta understand something. This Black stuff was. Our grandfather. Our was one time Black.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people talk to their grandmother. They gonna say this is Indian.
So that's exactly what we've been talking about lately, brother.
This stuff is new.
Yes.
So
and Indian, we know Indian just mean indigenous. A lot of people can't understand that. They can't get past cowboys and Indians. Yes, we Indian. Right. That just mean indigenous. And in South America, they West Indian. We over here, we're Indian too. And that's hard for people to get. I don't know why. But like you say, talk to your grandma about it. If your grandma's still alive, she can explain it to you better than anybody.
Ain't nobody grandma. I guarantee you, I'll pay anybody. I ain't gonna say anybody. I got over. But I'll pay anybody who grandma told you they came from Africa?
My grandma told me we didn't come from Africa, and she said we was Indian. She said we was Indian.
Exactly.
She said we was Apache. Then my grandfather, they're Cherokee. Then on my other side, they're Blackfoot, but none African. Now that don't mean we talking bad on African. What it is, there was a very, very, very small percentage of African brought over here. In fact, they're the ones who showed the Europeans how to get here.
But you gotta understand, we left Africa. We didn't come over. That whole slave narrative, that's BS. This never really happened. The first slaves in America was white people.
Yes.
The name slave.
Slavic.
Word Slav.
Yeah. German. Yeah.
So the original slaves was white people.
Yes.
We left Africa for, like I told you, when they come to Egypt, we left. We was God, man. We was God. That's why they take so much attention to the quote-unquote black people in America. You know what I'm saying? Because we God. You know what I'm saying? So the people you see built the pyramids and all this stuff, they came from outwardly. That's why you can see those same pyramids everywhere we went after we left Africa. So we didn't come over here on the place. We was always what you call nomadic.
We was already here. Shit.
Exactly. We was already here.
And we had already circumnavigated from Africa over here because God had already gave us this land over here. That's why I keep pointing out the fact that somebody showed this white man how to get over here to us, which that's the Moors showed them how to get over here, which the Moors is more closely associated to Africans. It's people who think we're Moors, but it's really most so associated with the African than us.
Exactly. But that's they call it out of Africa theory.
Yeah.
But you can still though, don't be too hard. Don't a lot of people and they don't really understand that alchemical process how smart our ancestors were.
Yes.
We knew that we were falling. You know what I'm saying? We knew that our empire had failed.
Yes.
So what we did was we preserve history, knowledge in these white people. We civilized them. Like,
if we wouldn't have civilized the white folks and gave them this knowledge, they would have slaughtered us more than what they did. That's the sad part. If we wouldn't have gave them the knowledge that we have, we'd be destroyed.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, this is a little better. But not only that, the white people, because you gotta understand, they wasn't civilized. Yeah. And they was thinking so bad in Europe that you can smell them all the way in Africa.
That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame.
I'm telling you, man, it was bad. So they would have wiped out a good part of the planet just by not being civilized. So
just because they don't know how to wipe their ass and bathe.
Say what?
Just because they don't know how to wipe their ass and bathe. Damn.
Didn't know how to cook their food right. They didn't know how to walk on two. But this is what people don't understand. Walking on four is not just exclusive to white people. You can Google and look at some people in Africa right now walking on all fours. It's some creepy shit.
And then they got a tribe in Africa that got just two toes on their feet, and some just got two fingers, and they say it's evidence of them being basically having contact with aliens, basically being bred with an alien. But it's something with the genes got to be fucked up. Yeah, ain't no damn telling, because it's like a bird. It's like some bird shit on their hands and feet.
Mm-hmm. A lot of folks over there fucking animals and shit too. They live in, cause this is why I be telling people. A lot of people be saying, man, Africa's so tied to their history and all that.
They don't really know about that shit, brother. I found that out. I had an African living with me. They don't know about all this shit we be talking about. We the ones that's waking them up. They just got out of that damn shit in the 90s. They was just in apartheid. We've been going through the process much longer than them of awakening. They don't know about this shit.
Because we are the mothers and fathers of civilization.
Yeah, us over here. Yeah.
Ain't a woman in America.
Yes, the one that's in the West. You're right. You're right about that.
Exactly.
The whole world is waiting on us. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's why we can really call ourselves niggas if we wanted to.
Yeah, the reason why I don't, I'm gonna tell you why I don't. Because it don't matter. I don't have nothing against it. But this is why I don't leave it at just nigga. Because I seen a lecture African did. And he said that the nigger, it really comes from the nigger river. The white man lied to us and calling us the Niger, but they say we wasn't found on the Niger. They say that's a lie. What it was, we was in Negro land, which was another thing off of the slave coast where we came from before we came to America, was a different place that's not even on no maps today. But basically what he say the niggas that's over here been over here. He said they just started calling us niggas. That was another way to attach us to Africa. Just like the African American, anything to disinherit us from America, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga come from the word nagus. Nagas.
Yeah, that mean like king. Yeah,
king and stuff like that.
But see, this what be fucking me up. It's just like when they say that gangs was made because it used to be rooted in goodness and to help or whatever the fuck. But on another hand, a nigga from LA told me it was never rooted in the help. And that it always was just about being in the game. So it's some people, it's some shit that's misinformation. But we really won't know unless we could travel back in time. So you know what I'm saying? I take some shit, I leave some shit.
Don't say that. Don't say that now because it is the truth is out here, man.
The truth is out here, but it's a lot of lies mixed up in shit. So I really just use my discernment. That's why I say I'll take some, but some of the shit I just don't take it face value because I know we'll never know.
Let me walk you through this. Let me walk you through this real quick. Remember, I just broke up the CIA, right? The CIA, after the CIA was created, you got Martin Luther King, you got Malcolm X, you got the Black Panthers. After the Black Panthers, that's when you get the Crips and the Bloods. The Crips really was community revolutionaries in progress. So all this stuff came from this CIA mindset. Tookie Williams, I hope there ain't no Crips on her. Don't kill me. Don't try to find me and kill me. I'm just telling the truth. Tookie Williams, all this, like, think about it. Why do you think they allowed this man to write a book and stuff?
Look, I get what you're saying, brother, but this also what I'm saying. When Nipsey Hussle died, Charleston White, I've been following this nigga for a long time because I'm out of Fort Worth. He went to LA and was there with the niggas who started the gang, and they say that's a lie. They say it never wasn't. They say that was made up after the fact. They say that was just what niggas say, but it wasn't never that. It was just always just niggas in the gang. It didn't never deteriorate that bad because it always was that. So it's like I hear what you're saying, and I can believe that. But them people are in LA, and that's where it all started, and they saying that. So that's why I say we'll never know because shit goes so far that you just gotta lean on what's
the idea. See, we look at LA as the motherland of gangs. But you understand the idea of it. Crips and Bloods wasn't the original gang, the first gang. They was the first gang to fall under this quote unquote black culture. So,
I can believe that.
So the parts they picked up on, that may be true. Like Big U, Draws, all them over there in LA, that might be true. As far as when they picked up on it and they people picked up on it. But before that,
it might have had some ideology and shit. It might have had some.
Because this are historical facts. The Irish people, because you know the Europeans think they sent the worst of the worst over here when they sent the Europeans over here. And they sent the Irish people over here. The Italian mobs and all this stuff, they was over here. And before we had our gangs, they used to come in our neighborhoods and ramshack and all that. So when the Crips created community revolutionaries in progress, it was to protect their neighborhood from them gangs coming in.
Now I can believe it. I can believe it.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but you can always make the tribes. Like if you look, there's nothing new under the sun. This will help me out in my investigation. There's nothing new under the sun. So whatever you see today is only a replica of what happened yesterday. So before gangs, there were tribes. So if you look at the original why tribes and stuff like that came to be, you understand how gangs came to be. Because there's nothing new under the sun, and we are the same people.
Yes.
So if you know that tribes came together to protect their kingdom and their land, and you know what I'm saying, they place of inhabitants, then you know why a gang was created. Now, what they became to be is a different story.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It always, I guess, go like that. You know what I'm saying? Shit ain't gonna never be how you started it. It ain't gonna end how you started it.
Right. Cause you know what I'm saying? We, like I said, the CIA knew all this stuff. So the CIA knew how to get us into stuff and manipulate it. They knew to give us a Martin Luther King in the form of a preacher. Cause at that time that's what we was at. You know what I'm saying? They knew to give us a Malcolm X as an alternative because they knew that it was a lot of people that wasn't in the church because of Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah.
So they know exactly what to put. They know exactly what loopholes to make us fall into. That's why they call it the Central Intelligence Agency. A lot of people think the CIA is just about killing. No, the CIA is about counterintelligence, countering the intelligence.
Yeah, I be watching some of them documentaries about like niggas who went and infiltrated them old groups and shit. Like one nigga really brought the whole shit down on some of this shit, and he got like all type of YouTube videos about how he set the Black Panthers up and all type of shit. And it's just a regular nigga.
Man, the Black Panther was made crooked. Huey P. Newton was a CIA officer. You can go research right now his trip to China. All this stuff is communism.
Yeah, it was like a lot of niggas who say they thought that communism was gonna be for them, and then they found out that the communists was just using their ass. That's funny. You know what I'm saying? It's not funny, but it's like, it's crazy. Like everybody using everybody in this motherfucker, really.
Yeah, man. Either you gonna be the user or you gonna be used.
Yeah, man. And really, we gotta stop thinking that it's a solution outside of the total destruction. But some people not ready to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Some people ain't ready for this shit.
I mean, it depends on what you call total destruction, but I'm listening to
total destruction of this system and this way of life is gonna happen, regardless of us wanting that or not. But we're supposed to be in agreement because to be rebuilt, this world has to be torn down. It has to be destroyed.
Right.
So we can never look forward to the future until the destruction comes, until the divine intervention and destruction comes, which we're awaiting as we speak. And it's happening. But we know that one day a lot of these man-made mountains won't be here. A lot of these wicked people won't be here. And we won't be under a government system, and it'll be made plain. We won't be under this current system whatsoever. It'll be made plain. So that's really the cornerstone that we waiting on, to be real.
And be honest with you, we smack dab in there right now.
Yeah.
Cause I'm real deep into politics too. You know what I'm saying? Not I don't pick sides and nothing like that, but
I pay attention to the shit. Yeah, I pay attention to the shit. I was raised to pay attention to the shit. Yeah.
Exactly. Me too, man. My mom had me at motherfucking presidential rallies. I've seen Bill Clinton and all these people.
Yeah.
But what I was about to say, but the thing is, like I said, a lot of people get caught up in these movies. So when they picture destruction coming by way of stuff blowing up, mountains falling, not mountains, but buildings falling down, stuff catching on fire. No,
keep talking. I gotta go to this door right quick. Keep talking. I gotta go to this door right quick. Keep talking.
But if you pay attention to what Trump been doing, Trump, aka the Trumpists, he been calling out these bogus systems and these bogus wicked people in high places and stuff like this. This stuff crashing down. Now it hasn't been made known and made public because the world ain't ready for it yet. But we don't have a government. We never had a government. We had foreign people to come over here and tell us they was our government. But really, we never had a government. We were just like these birth certificates that would legally bind us to them. So that's the only way. That's a consent. But without them duping us to sign that birth certificate, we never really had a government. These people not even from America who call it, put it like this. If I ask somebody, what is the government? Who is the government? nobody can know. Nobody would know.
Yeah.
Nobody would know. Because we don't have all this stuff, man. It's in a way, it's just like, man, it's just like it's made up. Like it's a fictitious entity.
It is. Have you ever been seeing them do that Moorish acting out them cases, the Moorish law, and they'll ask the damn judge to show their credentials and how she could be a judge if she's not a naturalized person, and they just cancel the whole goddamn shit.
Exactly,
because it's a play, it's an act.
Came from Europe and Rome.
And can't no European ever hold no office, because none of them could ever be in a position of a sovereign authority because they are illegal immigrants.
Exactly. So with that being said, we never had a government.
No.
A lot of shit that's been happening to us is because of shit we agree to.
Yeah, it's verbal contracts a lot of times too.
Right, and that's why I don't get into this black and white stuff as a 30-year-old man. Because at this point, everybody I know is my age. You know what I'm saying? I don't deal with no 12, 11, 10-year-olds no more. Everybody I know is my age. They got sense. They smart. So we know these things while we continue to agree to something like this. So we can't get mad at white people no more. Because it ain't nobody's job to teach. It ain't nobody's business to teach you business.
You're right. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. Yeah.
So at some point, we're going to have to stop blaming other people and look at ourselves in the mirror and be like, how can we stop doing what we've been doing?
I think that we are doing it slowly but surely. But the thing we got to remember is it won't be the masses. It's going to be the remnant. These people that can hear our voice right now, it's us. The people that are here in this room right now, it's us. Because if it wasn't you, it wouldn't resonate and you'd run for the hills. You'd get the fuck up out of here. You'd get the fuck out of Dodge because you wouldn't be able to listen because you can't substantiate it. But if you're in this room, it's us. I heard somebody make a comment and say, basically, what was the first person or what was the first God? We read the Medu Neter in a class a couple weeks ago, and it said that God was self-created. It broke down how God was self-created, and it went through how the creation started in the first dimension to the second dimension from the nothingness. And we'll go back over that at a later date when I get home and I can go through my books. But look, a lot of this shit is in the mythology. That's why it's good to go back into the Bible. That's why it's good to go into the Quran. That's why it's good to be a theologian and to be somebody who searches for knowledge rather than religious, because religion will bind you. Huh?
Read all the mythologies. Read the Greek mythology. Read the ancient Kemetic mythology. Because they sound like stories, but they really the science and history put in story form. So if you can't understand the real scientific terms, or if reading history is too boring, then read some of those Greek mythologies, read some of those, and the Titans, we are the Titans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you know who you are in all of these mythologies too. But when you find it out, read them, and then it'll let you know all this stuff about the gods and all this stuff. Because really, these new gods that we serve, I hate to tell people this, because a lot of people tied to, you know what I'm saying, tied to these things. But these new gods that we serve are really here to serve us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We are the parents of those gods. Because like I said, Christianity, Islam, all this stuff is rather new. There was gods that existed and walked this planet before them books even was written. But the people who made those books, not enslaved, but they conquered our ancestors, the original gods, and replaced us with those books.
Yes.
But you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get to all that because I ain't here to undo nobody's school of thought because all of it necessary.
Well, brother, I'm learning that if they aren't in alignment now and they don't know a little bit at least about what you're talking about, it's not for them. So, you know what I mean? We move right on past that. We move right on past. But yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. We definitely we're gonna have to have you back, man. We definitely got to do this again. Sure, I know I when I came on here the first time, I told y'all that where I'm at, it's just bad service because I try to get with y'all at least once a day. But I'm definitely gonna be back, and I'm hoping that you tap back in with us, brother, because this is the direction that we need to be going, and this is where we're headed. Because it's time for us to stay in the spirit. We have to stay constant in the spirit because it's some shit that's finna go down. And we got to be able to get together with one another before they do anything to these lines where we talking on and shit. You know what I'm saying? We got to get this knowledge and build before we're not allowed to utilize it or whatever the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We don't know what the fuck it happened, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
And the next time I get on, I kind of want to build with you about these treaties and stuff. Cause like I said, like this more so of my field or whatever. Like I'm into the politics, and like I said, I'm an investigative journalist. So I really learned trying to research what happened to our people in America, how we lost our land and all this stuff. Cause like I said, those treaties, those contracts are about to be reversed and undone. But we have to know our shit so we can claim it. So and I really want to be
right about that.
I got all the information down. I got the legal terms. And instead of us just building, we can give information. Then we can also give solutions.
Yes, have you been watching Diane Calloway?
Yeah. I miss him.
I got a lot of vital information from Diane Calloway. You know, and
I miss him a little bit.
We definitely we can build on that, brother. We definitely will. Because to be honest with you, that's something that's been resonating with me heavy lately, those contracts, because I know that the contract that America had to the land is up. That 400 years is up. And now is the time that we need to be petitioning to our government harder than ever before, which it ain't our government. We control them. We control that body because they're an illegal government, and we confront them and tell them to honor those fucking treaties and give us our land. We got to go to the high court because they committed crimes against humanity with us by not giving us our land. When they stole our language, our land, our mores, and our culture. We got to get that land back. And not only do we need land, the land got to be fertile. Because, you know, the devil, he plays games with us. You got to ask for exactly what you want or he going to fuck over you. We don't just want land, devil. We want fertile land. And we need you to cover the cost for the next 20 years. We need you to cover the cost for the next 20 years because that's how long it's going to take us to establish. And let me tell y'all something. Before niggas start talking crazy, it's not impossible because they've been paying for Israel since the 1940s. And Israel is playing like they're us. Israel is playing like they're us.
You can't say it's impossible when you just got a stimulus.
Thank you. They're giving money. They print more money every day. And I'm going to be real with y'all. Money ain't worth shit. The dollar finna crash any day. Governments all over the world are working towards crashing the dollar. Because money, you know what it's backed by? Itself. The dollar ain't backed by gold no more. And all the other countries got to do is get backed by gold again. Where's all the gold? In Africa. Boom, boom, boom goes the dynamite.
It's gold in America too.
It's gold here, but the trick to that gold is, you know where it's at? The gold in the oil is wherever black folks is. That's the trick. Exactly. Wherever we are, that gold and that oil is under our land. It's something to do with the alchemical process of us. I don't know.
Whenever you hear about a tornado, 9 times out of 10, it was a man-made tornado, and they did that to get people out of a certain region so they can confiscate the minerals and the golds out their land.
Yeah, they're doing that to Louisiana right now. That's why I tell a lot of y'all good places to look for land. Louisiana, Arkansas. Texas is a good place, but I'm telling y'all, Texas is my home. But before my grandma died, this is what she'll say. She'll say, trouble, trouble, deep in Texas. It's some trouble in Texas, y'all, and it's some shit finna go down. So if you live there, secure you some other shit too. That's what I'm doing. Secure you some other shit too. So when we gotta do like we used to do back in the day and just go and duck off, we can do that. We can do that because
man, come back to Tennessee, man.
Yeah.
Come back to this Mississippi River, man.
Yeah, the Nile River. The Nile, yeah. Because you know a lot of that shit they say that this is the original land over here where we at, man. They say they tell us that story backwards. They say they've been telling us that shit wrong.
Talking about Louisiana or America?
Basically, America is Egypt. Basically, how you say Memphis, Tennessee, it's a Memphis, Egypt, brother. They say that all that shit, they've been telling us that shit backwards. And that the Mississippi is really the Nile River. You know what I'm saying? It's the original Nile.
If you look at Memphis, Arkansas, is Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt. This is why we got the pyramid.
Yeah, exactly. You know all that shit is there.
We got real ancient Egyptian monuments here. Like you can go to the University of Memphis and see the statue of Ramesses III. And
also, it's something else y'all got. I can't even remember right now. It's gonna come to me, but I know that's supposed to be the center of the shit. So it's something spiritual. With you bringing that up, because as we're reclaiming our birthright and our heritage, we got to get with our people. You hear what he say about Memphis? That's real what he's saying. I bear witness to what he's saying being true. And another place is Mississippi. Mississippi is another place, but Mississippi is really it's a goddamn racist ass place too. So it's like all the slaves didn't even get off the plantation in Mississippi. Texas is running a close race, close to Mississippi, but I think Mississippi got us beat when it comes to how it's so goddamn how we said earlier we don't like to get into this black and white game, but we can't not mention the fact that it's still at play. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you know what I'm saying, brother. We don't want to go move to Mississippi. We really want to get with our people though. We want to get somewhere where you know what I'm saying.
The best thing about Memphis, and I'm really from Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I moved here when I was like 4 or 5 years old, so I ain't just capping on no hometown shit. I don't do that. But the significant thing about Memphis is that it's built on a bluff. So we ain't got to worry about no tornadoes, no hurricanes, none of that shit. And I look at that as something that's spiritually kept safe. Like because these bluffs, they were built by our ancestors.
Well, it's true. It's true. It is.
How Memphis is built like off the river. We got these big ass hills to make sure the flood and stuff won't come up. Like it was built like that by our ancestors, and they kept this place sacred. You know what I'm saying? Memphis means the house of the soul.
That reminds me of
Say what?
That's the same way you say that. They say that same shit about Bourbon Street in Louisiana, because they say that their ancestors, the slaves, because that's where the slave quarters was on Bourbon Street. They made it to where when you go on Bourbon Street, you be happy, like it's just happiness, and the police don't fuck with you. You can get drunk in the daytime. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you on Bourbon Street. It's a safe haven. It's supposed to be like somewhere where you're not gonna get fucked with regardless. You know what I'm saying? Basically, how you say it was spiritual, it's spiritual centers all over the world. That might be where one of the ley lines is, brother. When it's time for us to get up out of here, that might be where one of the centers is.
We do got portals in the Mississippi River.
There you go. So we don't know where we gonna end up. So that's why we got to get together. We don't know where we gonna end up when this shit go down.
Inside the Mississippi River, you will see some little whirlpools and some little big ass swirls, and if you jump in them motherfuckers, they'll suck you in. Have you ever heard of Hollow Earth?
Yeah, I believe in it.
How they talk about it's a hole in the. And then a lot of these, when you do the research in our ancestors over here in America, a lot of these white people say that we popped up at the center of the earth. We don't know where these people came from. They popped up at the center of the earth.
Yeah,
when I told you we left the North Pole, we didn't walk from the North Pole down to Tennessee.
They went through portals.
We traveled through the hollow earth and came up through the Mississippi River.
Yeah. I believe that, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe that.
Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but you confirm it by looking at what the ancient Egyptians said.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You got like think about it like this. We them using feathers. Like anytime you see Africans using feathers, they got that from us.
Yes.
Like the camel came from America. The camel is domesticated in America, not Egypt. Even though you see the camel a lot in Egypt, so you got to ask yourself, it's one thing to say people came over here on boats, but how did the camel get from the Americas to Egypt?
Shit, we've been coming over here. We've been coming over here for many years.
Animals are extinct.
Yeah.
A lot of these animals are in the hollow earth.
And then somebody else had broke it down for me that it was one passage in the Bible where it was a bird that Noah saw that let him know that basically the storm was gonna be over or whatever the fuck. And that bird is only native to North America. It's only native to over here.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta go back over this shit. But I know that it's truth in what you're saying. It's the fucking truth. It's the truth.
Yeah, man. Like, man, I'm telling you, man. Like, man, when you get done, look at Brother Sanchez. I'm glad I got your number because I'm gonna send you some links and stuff.
I think I might have seen a couple of his videos before. I gotta go back and look up. It's another nigga I be on. His name RFG Chosen. I watch some of his videos sometimes. You know, I take what resonate with me and I'll build from there. But yeah, we'll definitely build on this shit again because I'm gonna be real with y'all. This what we doing. This is our work. We're not supposed to harbor this information. We're supposed to disseminate this shit. So it's important that we do this, and we gonna create a panel somehow so we can get on one accord and get up here and talk and build often. We have to do this often.
And actually playing some shit, not just sitting here and just give information. Actually, you know what I'm saying, playing some shit. Because if we gotta start our own little tribe and be the first ones to do some shit, then it's just gonna be what it is, and everybody just join our way.
Yes, that's actually what I think is gonna have to happen, brother. That's what's gonna happen.
We can't wait on the whole masses. You're gonna have to start out with a handful of people. Then from them handful of people, we just continue to add on. We go recruit.
Yes, definitely. You know each one teach one.
It is what it is.
Yes, and I'm hoping that if not tomorrow, the next day, but let's say tomorrow. Let's put it in the air for tomorrow, brother. And we'll get with each other, and if anything changes, we'll rearrange it and set it in stone. But we're gonna build on this again. We're gonna build on this subject again and touch on something a little bit further because I want to go do a little research on that treaty shit so that we can build and have some solutions, perhaps. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be real with y'all. I ain't even got to go through my paperwork yet. I still have to go through my own journey. But what's gonna limit me? I don't want to give these people my blood. I don't believe that they doing that shit that they say they doing. When they tested for the trial, I think they trying to get my shit for other reasons. I think they want your blood for other reasons. And I'm somebody, my blood unique, and I can't even donate plasma. It's because of my way my veins is set up. They can't even take my blood out of my body hardly. I got to get a machine. They got to use a fucking machine that they use on a woman to see where her baby is. They use that to find my veins. And even then, it'd be hard as fuck. So I know they don't want my blood out of my body. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I be scared of that shit, nigga. Yeah, I be scared they gonna try to clone a nigga and shit. I don't even know. I be thinking too hard about that shit. But for real though. So you know how people be doing that ancestral shit? I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I'll just back check it through the records.
That's some bullshit anyway, man. All this shit ran by the white man.
Yeah, I don't believe in that shit. I don't believe in that shit.
That shit gonna come back tell you that you 80% African.
That's all that's gonna do. Yeah, they can't trick me. Shit.
It ain't gonna be able to tell you, okay, Sapiens, I am from Africa. You can't even tell me from what tribe. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me.
Off of spit? Off some spit, and they didn't even get the other people's spit. They just got my spit. Exactly. No, man, you can't fool me. You trying to set me up if I commit a crime in life. That's what that is.
Man, look, if people really observe nature, man, because at this point in my life, because like I said, man, I've been in this quote-unquote conscious shit. Really, I've been conscious my whole life. My real name is Joshua Isaiah.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? My mom, this my real birth name. So I've really been a weirdo geek type nigga my whole life, you know what I'm saying? But I dealt with the books. But now, for the most part, 85% of what I learned now that I consider new information may come from me observing the world.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's
if you
good.
Just look at Africans.
I get a lot of shit out the spirit too. Yeah, I just use books for a reference, y'all. Everything ain't in a book. Books are fallible, but the thing is, you want to have a reference because it's good, especially because you want to have a foundation. It's good to go back over this.
Everybody gonna get their downloads different.
Yeah, but some downloads come off the Akashic records. But finish what you saying, brother. Look at Africa. I say that too. Africa look like God salted the earth. It's not a blessed place. They want us to think that though. It's not a blessed place though.
No, man, them Africans over there, man, washing face with cow piss. Man, you don't want to be, man, people be so, we like to romanticize shit.
I'll go over there, trust me, I'll go visit, but I ain't no damn fool. I'm not gonna romanticize it like it's not what it is. You saying exactly right. You saying exactly right.
Yeah, man, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love, like, that's the grandmother land.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the grandmother land. You know what I'm saying? America is our motherland.
Yeah.
This is the place that gave birth to us. You know what I'm saying? Africa gave birth to America. But yet and still, you know what I'm saying? Like, we not those people. We've been left Africa. You know what I'm saying? This loving Africa and hating America shit came from the CIA by way of Afrocentrism and pro-blackness. Like I said, in order for us to accept that we was black, they made us say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. All that was conditioned.
That programming and shit. Yeah. Programming and shit.
Programming us. Like I said, our great grandmothers went around her calling themselves black.
They'll actually, my grandma told me when they was kids, they'll whoop your ass if you call them black.
Man, look, I used to stay in Texas, bro. I used to stay out there in Sherman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In Sherman, Texas. I was working around white people. And I told them, you know what I'm saying? Cause I know how they think, so I pick their brains, even though they don't know I'm doing it. Yeah. So one day we was in there having a discussion. I told them, I said, I ain't black, I'm brown. And they were just so shocked. They were like, "Whoa, you heard what he said? He said he's not black." So they let you know, they know what it is, man. They know, especially the older people.
Some of them will tell you because let me tell you what they'll tell me. I tell people this because I grew up with white people, and it was nothing but white people. I was one of one. And other than my family members, and they'll say they think they telling me something good, but they talking about my brothers and sisters. They don't think I'm conscious though, because I only grew up with them. But I have been taught consciousness my whole life on a level. They'll tell me the niggers are the bad ones. I'm a kid, and these white kids telling me this. They be like, niggers are the bad ones, and the good ones are the blacks. Like white people, even at their and they not even thinking they being malicious when they saying this. I know they being malicious and I don't like it, but I'm saying they think that's good to say shit like that. They think they really breaking down the pathology, but what it is, it just go to show you it's their nature. In their nature, even as because they're trained from about 5 to 6 years old, that's when they start teaching them the difference. Black bad, they're black. They start teaching them this shit. So that's when the game begins. But even at their best, it's still their nature to try to dominate you because they're taught that. They can't help that because they're taught that.
Now, I don't know how they taught that. That's why I had put in the comments in your first video, your first live.
Yeah.
When I said black and white cannot coexist in the same spectrum.
Yes.
It's not racism. It's
we
art.
Can't. It's the science and it's the energy. They can't take our energy. That's why they can't be peaceful around us. They can't take our energy. We ain't did shit wrong. Exactly. But they cannot.
Just like this.
It's like a light socket. They can't take the shit. Yeah.
Get a black crayon and get a white sheet of paper.
Yeah.
Or get a black crayon and get a white crayon.
It's all encompassing.
White crayon first.
Yeah.
And see what happens once you put that black crayon over that white crayon. That black don't overtake that white. Yeah. But if you put the white over the black crayon, the black don't still show through. So with that being said, and it's just art. But if you deal with it on a human level, white and black can't coexist without black overtaking the white. That's why they have to oppress us.
Yeah.
Because if we was at our strongest, if we was at our most potent,
genetically will annihilate them. So they always in the dead of night plotting because they can't come out and war on us. Because they already know God put a default in us that will destroy the world if they come out and do that to us. I can't explain it to y'all just in one sitting, but it's a biological default in us to where if we ever damn near came into extinction, something in nature will line up and we will annihilate every threat around us. Basically on a goddamn subatomic level, we'll tear this motherfucker up. And they know that. The white folks that's into this quantum physics shit knows that.
Put it like this: what kills white people? The sun.
Yeah, the Son of God.
And like I told you, we have what you call a Kundalini.
Yeah.
And the earth has a Kundalini.
Yeah, and so some people, they think that the Kundalini spirit is a demonic spirit. And I want to touch on that because we're going to build on that later. I don't fall under that doctrine, but that's because I don't fall under the Christian doctrine per se as far as it is today. Because a lot of shit is deeper than one goddamn train of thought. But finish what you're saying, brother. I had to touch on so many things because it aligned with something else that I'm gonna talk about. But go ahead.
Damien Melanin.
There you go.
A lot of people, we need to get out of when we say these words. We need to like
what's good,
like
Nikita West?
Can mean something in English, then the word can mean something in political science, then it can mean something differently in legalese.
Yes.
So when you're speaking about demons, you got to keep it all in context.
Yeah.
Like, okay, the devil may be what it says in your Bible, but you'll bring your Bible context to something that existed thousands of years before a Bible. So like you got to leave the meaning of words where they hit and learn what they mean when you get into different fields. Like you can't like a devil. A devil in the Bible might mean something completely different. You know what I'm saying? In another school of thought. So a demon, Damien is melanin. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But I ain't I'm gonna let you build on that, whatever. But then I'm gonna say something else. Yeah. You were saying like us annihilating, you know what I'm saying, white people or whatever. It ain't that hard to understand. It may sound crazy, but like I said, when our consciousness rise.
Yes.
When the melanated people on this planet have a rise in consciousness, we also raise up the consciousness of the earth. That's why the sun is getting closer and closer. That's why it's getting hotter and hotter. Because we've been in the awakening stage for the last 5 years.
Yes.
That's why you hear these white people talk about climate control and so much. And if you look at New York Times, you can Google this article right now. There are more white people that are dying than are being born for the first time ever in history.
Yeah, I've been seeing
there are more white people. There are more white people that are dying than are them being born.
I've been seeing this.
So this stuff is not hard to believe.
Yeah, they what is it called? They death rate supersede their birth rate.
Exactly. Then look up spontaneous combustion. You got people right now that's just standing up, that's just busting out into flames out of nowhere. White people over there in Europe and stuff. You got white people right now that are just busting out into flames. It's called spontaneous combustion.
Yeah, and you know it's a book about that called Fires from Heaven. Well, see, the reason why I know this is because I wrote down when I was studying Bobby, I done wrote down so many of his damn books that he talked just about that, about how they can't, the Kundalini energy, pineal gland can't handle it, so they combust.
Right. Yep, he did say that. Yep. See, when I was raised, it like Jesus, for example. Christ is a title. Jesus, that is not Jesus' last name.
Yeah, people don't understand
that.
It's
really supposed to be Jesus the Christ.
Yeah.
Christ is your seventh.
A level of consciousness.
Chakra. Yes, it's the highest level of consciousness. It's the Christ chakra.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all of us can be Jesus. That's what happens when our Kundalini reaches its peak. But when the other people who ain't as melanated as we are, when they Kundalini,
they don't have no filter for that shit. They can't filter that shit. Yeah. So they combust.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like this stuff may sound wacky because the news don't report a lot of this stuff, and a lot of this stuff they keep hidden from us.
Yes, but it's all coming out, my brother. It's all coming out now.
Yeah, that's why Bill Gates talking about he want to block out the sun and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The best question you can ask is why.
Right.
That's the best question.
But you know it's not gonna work because this where he fucked up. He's betting on that outward sun. He forgot there's an inward sun. There's an inward sun, a sun that's inside the earth, the inward sun. I know I'm kind of country, but look, that sun is gonna heat up the planet, just as that other sun would. Which that's also what's gonna cause a lot of this global warming. Can you imagine that second sun appearing? Which is already here for a lot of people. If y'all don't know it, that second sun is already here. You can see it in the daytime. You can see that other sun in the daytime now.
And now that man, Bill Gates dead.
I believe that too. I believe these people is dead, and they used like I was following that QAnon shit. I think some of it was lies, but I do believe that they used some of this fucking COVID shit as a reason to hide the deaths of a lot of people that was doing fucked up shit.
QAnon is the CIA.
I believe that they're trying to distract us with something, but I do think that they was dropping us some type of information just to, they'll do that. They'll tell us the truth just to throw some shit in the mix. You know what I'm saying?
No, you got the Q, then you got QAnon or QAnon. The Q is the real people.
Yeah.
The Q is the real people. You ain't gonna find too many of them on Facebook and stuff like that. You will find people like me who, know that information and will be on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
But anytime you see QAnon, they bullshit. They ain't real. But Bill Gates, I actually got the real indictment on Bill Gates and Dr. Fauci on my Facebook.
You talking about they got a separate indictment, or it got to do with that island, with them going to that island?
No, it's they got an indictment that's for them because this whole coronavirus thing. Well, let me stop. I don't get I want to get your page flagged. But this whole,
the virus, thing, this whole thing, it was crimes against humanity, mass genocide. And I'm telling you, I think I heard something like that. I gotta do my research. But, yeah, what you saying?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna send you the actual indictment. They got the certified stamps on there. You can look up the
because I watch a lot of conscious channels, but I can't really. I think I heard of it. Finish what you're saying, though, brother. I don't want to cut you off. I'm trying to remember if I heard this shit.
Yeah, you can look up you can look up the real case code, all that shit. Like it's legit. Like a lot of these people dead, man. A lot of people we think dead is alive. And a lot of people we think alive are dead. Like Satan, the master of deceit, he's in full time right now.
Yes.
He's in full. His superpower is technology. His superpower is deceit.
Yes.
And he's at full potential right now. A lot of people, I don't care they call themselves woke. I don't care they call they think they are psychic or whatever. A lot of people really don't know what to believe right now.
Yes.
Real talk. A lot of people don't know what to believe right now.
You're right.
Cause man, like a lot of these people dead, man. That ain't the real Joe Biden.
Yes.
See,
I believe that's possible. Like when I was watching a lot of that stuff being released, the reason why it basically stuck out to me was because it was at the same time them flight lists and all that stuff was going out. And all these celebrities seem to be wicked as hell. You know what I'm saying? So I think that this is just the final revealing on their ass. Because I can believe everything I'm hearing about him. Even this stuff with T.I., man. I don't want to just go straight back into this worldly shit, but it tied together. I believe that nigga was doing a lot of that shit he was doing. He was hiding behind consciousness, just like a lot of these niggas do. A lot of niggas, they might just want to fuck a lot of pussy, so they'll play conscious so that they can get under the vice, get under that damn, what is it called? They can get in on that goddamn with polygamy shit, which to each his own. To every man, have what you have. But this is what I'm saying. A lot of these people are wicked and conning us. They conning us and they know what niggas want to see. Y'all want to see these niggas with this incense and saying queen and hotep and shit. But a lot of that just like them preachers. It's a lot of faking shit. I'm listening, bro.
And not only that, like I said, bro. Like when I came into consciousness, it was at the very beginning of this new wave of what we call the conscious community.
Yeah.
Like it was at the very beginning of this shit before people started selling T-shirts, before niggas started selling
sea moss gel and shit.
Sea moss, way before all this shit. And what we did, not just me, but the people that was in it at that time, we turned this motherfucker to a $44 billion market.
Yeah.
That's when you start seeing the people like Jay-Z's and like after that, like this when you
trying to be 5%ers and
shit. Charlamagne the God trying to act like they were so pro-black.
Y'all seen that? I used to call Charlamagne the God Uncle Tom all the time. Then he started trying to be conscious. Even that fucking Uncle Tom on the news trying to be conscious. I can't remember his name right now.
Because it's a market, man. Like when they sing that, man, we'll go pay $50 to go see a Brother Polite speak. But when they figured out that niggas becoming millionaires off selling conscious T-shirts and all that,
Brother Polite a scam artist like a motherfucker. He should be ashamed of himself the way he went to Hollywood and sold out. I don't even know.
Man, these niggas been sold out.
But then I'm gonna be real with you, brother. I do believe that every man create his own reality, and if that man want to come back to Earth and do this shit again, he can do that. He's welcome to that. It's all good if that's what he want to do. But I do believe that there's going to be a hell state. I didn't used to believe it, but I'm gonna tell you later on why I believe it. Because when I started studying the Book of Enoch, and I started having visions, and I started being able to first this would happen. First, I became a force and a power when I started coming into my Godhead and God body. Then I came into predictive power, and I started having dreams of what was to come, and I'd have to discern those dreams. I wouldn't know when things would happen, but along the time that maybe I first started this channel, I started having dreams that aligned with what I'm seeing now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the things that I see going on in real time. You know what I'm saying? So I know that we in a time of revelations, brother. We in a time where all this shit gonna come to light. And like I say, I didn't used to believe in no hell, because heaven and hell are frames of mind. But this is what I believe. I'm putting it to you like this. And every man and woman, y'all gonna have to go within your soul and soul search, because God will reveal it to you if you ask him to. I do believe that there is a hell, and that everybody created their own hell through their karmic debt here. Now, how you resolve your karma is within your own heart chakra, and it'll have to be weighed on that scale. But I do believe that we're gonna pay for everything, because there's angels, so-called angels, that wrote all this shit in the book of life, the good and the bad. So
right, but this thing though, the universe, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I have a very, 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 very strong relationship with the universe. When people call God.
Yes.
I got a very, 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 very strong relationship with the universe.
Yes.
And this one thing I know about the universe. The universe don't give a damn about what you do. Well, I ain't gonna say give a damn. But when the universe judges you, like this, the universe don't intervene in human affairs.
Yes.
Demons do.
Yes.
Satan intervenes in human affairs.
Yes.
So when the universe comes to judge you, it's gonna judge you off intent, not what you did under the rules.
Off you knowing you was wrong or some shit like that. And you in your heart, you left with a heavy heart because you was wrong as hell. That's some shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So the universe gonna judge you off intent, not what you do under Satan's rules. Like the universe ain't gonna. Satan put a liquor store in a strip club on every corner.
Yeah.
So if you fall victim to one or both of those, the universe ain't gonna. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole idea that the Bible made us think of God being this mean, jealous. Come on, the God, the universe.
Yeah, email me, Nikita.
Ain't jealous of shit. The universe I know ain't jealous. He ain't worried about it. It ain't worried about you, sir.
Well, this is what that one they talking about. This the jealous God is Adal-Dabrath, the God of this world, who was given dominion over this world. Also, they call him Satan, the demiurge. You know what I'm saying? The you know what I'm saying? The different names that Just as God has many names, Satan have many names. But
bro, to be honest with you, this Bible ain't got nothing to do with us. That Bible wasn't written for us. That we not Adam and Eve.
I know we not Adam and Eve, but this where I put that shit. Because I won't tell you wrong with that, brother. But where I came to the passage in my life and I say, this is something that I have to take up and deal with and decode, because it's a remnant. It's the remnant of the material that predated, that is all fragmented, because none of the books are whole. They're so old and ancient that it's all fragmented. So when you know what you're dealing with, it can be a good thing. But for the average man, the average sheep, it may not be a good thing. That's why I can dig what you're saying. But since I'm a person who have the intellect to decipher this shit, it's good for me. I don't tell nobody what's good for them though, because I know it's somebody out there who this not. It might not resonate with them. Maybe only the Quran resonate with them. Maybe only the 42 principles of Mayat resonate with them. Maybe only the Book of the Dead resonate with them. Maybe only, you know what I'm saying, Coming Forth by Day resonate with them. So it's like it's so goddamn much theology out here, brother, that it's like
But if you just break down the very first beginning of the Bible, right?
Yes.
It says God gave dominion to Adam.
Yes.
Then Eve came along.
Yes.
Then what they went to God gave them knowledge.
Yes.
He gave them the breath of life. They was made in His image. That mean they had the ultimate knowledge. But they met this snake, this reptilian, right?
Yes.
And this reptilian, when we said these people got inhabited by the reptilians, they met this reptilian and they ate from their tree. And then they ate from the quote unquote tree of knowledge, which was strict knowledge.
Yes.
So God, because even in the Bible, Psalms 82:6, it says, "Ye are gods, you are gods, children of the Most High." So the gods who gave these white people dominion, remember the Moors taught them civilization and all this stuff, taught them where to go. We gave them dominion over the world.
Yes.
Because we failed. Then they got inhabited, or they came encounter with this snake or this reptilian, and they got a false sense of knowledge from the tree of knowledge. The knowledge they got was the knowledge how to conquer the world. We gave them the knowledge how to maintain the world.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We taught them how to maintain the birds in the sky down to the vegetation that grow from the land. The snake or the reptilian, and taught them how to conquer.
But you know, we gotta remember that ever since the Council of Nicaea, that the Bible have been damn, I might be talking too loud. It was plotted on. They plotted over making sure they took out what would definitively reveal to us who God's time clock was. That's basically what that was about. Which God's time clock is us. So everything you're saying is true, but this is where the lie came into play. Not you, but these people that did this. The oldest Bible come out of Ethiopia. It's the Ethiopic Bible. Okay. In that Bible, the only devil in that Bible was the white man. In a lot of ancient texts, that's the case. Now, what the truth is we, as indigenous people, we all had this same story of the Christ. We all had a Christ story. We, as black people, we named him Jesus. That was just the name we called him. But he had several names, but our tribe named him Jesus. We did that. We named him Jesus. Now, where the lie come into play is we did give that Bible to the white man who we had made a slave, because we knew that based off of universal law and the principle of what we had done to him, that we would soon go into slavery. So we had to civilize him, like you said, because we could not hone him in anymore, because he kept getting out of the ring of fire that Musa had put them in. Because Musa's name in the Bible is Moses, a lot of the shit have been distorted. A lot of the people who was real, their name have been distorted. So people will be like, well, just fuck it because it's a lie. But what it is, that's where faith come into play. Now that don't mean lean into this Bible as a religion. What I'm saying is, it tell you in there to keep studying. One of the most important things that we're gonna do is to study, because a lot of us are ministers of information. So I'm gonna let y'all discern and decipher for yourself if it's a good book, because we gotta remember, it's just the basic instructions before leaving earth. And biblios is Greek for book. So Bible essentially just means the book. So if it is a good book for you, read it and deal with it. But yes, if it's good for you, then deal with it. But if you know you can't decipher and discern the shit that you need out of it and just take what you need from it, it might, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real with you. Because I'm the type of person where I like people have their own mind. So I would never want to lead nobody astray. But
no.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is the best thing about knowledge. I call it download. Because I get the download from the universe, and I have a business, and they be like, hey, go research this. And I end up on a rabbit hole, and I found out tons of information. Just like a lawyer. Yeah. The lawyer gonna have a facade. The lawyer's gonna have an etymology. The lawyer's gonna have a legal dictionary. You're gonna have all. That's how you do the research. Get your Bible. Whatever the book you need. All of us don't have to do.
Because I'm gonna keep it real with you. Part of my ministry is dealing with the Bible, and it's deciphering in the Bible. So for me, it's a base point and a foundation. I really leave it at my foundation, but I don't worship the text of the Bible, because we are the living word. A lot of that shit, I don't go back and read the Bible. It's just inside of me, and I'll go into it later on and find out that it's in there. But a lot of shit that we might say, a lot of us might be thinking we remembering it from childhood and from church, but really all that shit is inside of us. I don't know how to explain it, man. You know what I'm saying though. It's on the Akashic records. It's all inside of us, so we can pull it there without even having the book. But we do need a foundation, which some people foundation might be the Quran. Some people foundation might be this book of Enoch. Some people, it's a book called the Book of Oaspi that a nigga hit me to, and it's good. But it's so much damn shit. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I can't get into every damn. It take me years with some of this shit to get off of you know what I mean? Because it's a journey.
For any new learners, any people that's in a transition learn, the best foundation you're gonna look at as a scientist or an investigator. Yes. The best foundation is the universal law. You understand the universal law, the universal principles, like the law of rhythm, law of vibration, the law of duality. You understand the universal law. Apply it to your spirit. And you're going to learn what shouldn't be. Because if it don't align with the universal law, the rhythm of the universe, then they let you know that it came from something outside of the universe.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And like, don't get stuck in one place. Like I said, anything I can happen in ancient world, I can show you in the Bible. The story of Yaqub is the story of Adam and Eve meeting the serpent.
Yes.
The serpent, the serpent, they never did. The serpent was the devil in the Bible. The serpent is the serpent.
Yes.
The devil came after the serpent.
Yes.
They were already in their word. You know what I'm saying? Like, before the devil, they ain't know the God. Then they met the serpent. They ate from that tree. And God said, you understand? If God cursed all the children that turned to eat, then what does that mean about the rest of the people in the Bible? Is she the first woman of the Bible when all the seeds turned to what in God cursed her, right? What did they say about all the seeds turned? That's why I keep telling people like every historical country is not meant to be out. Like we are the most of like we didn't never need a book. You can't go find out what book about.
Yes. I don't think in the end we do need a book either, brother. But I'm gonna be real with you. The sheep, I don't think that I don't think it would be befitting of me to attempt to just say, well, I'm right on some things without trying to give a reference, because everybody ain't where I'm at. And God is moving at a rapid pace, and eventually some people gonna get left behind. It's already happening. But as he's continuing to put it on my heart to minister to the nations, whatever that message be, because it's always something different. It's a different word daily. Whatever is put on my heart, I'll utilize that. But I'm gonna be real with you. We don't need no book. Don't let me lie and say that we do need it. But I know that there's a time and a place for it. It's a good reference point. So you're right. You're right with what you're saying. Basically, like it's not essential. It's not the end all that be all.
I'm speaking about the Bible and the context in which it was created. These days, as the 21, it's because I heard that New Testament.
Yeah.
It's people heard that New Testament. Don't count. I'm talking about the intent of the author when it was created. It wasn't created for us.
Yes.
It was created for a group of people who didn't know.
Basically teaching them how to be an upright Moabite man and woman, so they wouldn't destroy us. It's basically teaching them how to be upright, so they wouldn't destroy us. Yes, I understand that. But see, this is how they alchemicalized it and rearranged it and changed it. During slavery, when they did what they did to us and Christianized us the way that they did, because we got to remember, we still, when we went into bondage, we were Hebrews and we all had Yah on the end of our name. So we knew who we were and we knew our God. But the thing was, we were paying for, it wasn't no sin necessarily. We don't have to call it sin, but some people will call it sin. But we basically were paying for being wayward, so-called. But then there's a flip side to that as well. Just us being on planet Earth shows that we are here paying for something. We on Earth right now paying for previous lifetimes, because Earth is a prison planet. And we'll talk about that another day. But yeah. Well, I'll build on it. It a little bit right now. Because
I'm speaking more so on where Earth goes. Like when
there's going to be a new heaven and a new earth, and it's going to be a new covenant created. But we're in hell. This is Hades in the underworld that we're in, because it was given unto the devil. It was given to Satan, and it was also given to who were the waters given to? I'm trying to think of that demon. It's a demon that the waters was given to. So the demons and the demonic realm has possession of this earth, but our creator is on high. We worship the Father that sits on high, the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? Right. This earth is nothing but a devil's playpen in hell. This is hell. We're here with the devil in hell, and the devil is real. The devil's a man. Just like God is a man, the devil is a man. He's also a spirit. He's a man and a spirit. Just like God is a man and a spirit, he comes as a man. He comes as a man in this realm. This shit is real. That's why you gotta study, and be ready. Be battle ready. For real. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
And the thing about the earth, we gonna end up in the time. We mentioned it right. But the earth, the first planet be a whole lot of necessary things going on within the earth. It's like this physical system that we understand fall because it was a point in time when Satan was when it was hell. But we coming out of it. Like I said, Satan was allowed a certain time to rule. Satan was allowed to have the over the earth.
Yes.
The Bible don't start with Satan. The Bible starts with God.
Yes.
And it's still God allowed to have in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So Satan was given the rule over this planet. But he has no rule over this planet already.
We finna undergo some shit called Kali Yuga. Do you know the goddess Kali is coming back to destroy this shit? Have you seen this? Is what I want y'all to look at right here. The signs and the symbols. This one thing y'all been seeing people do that people are not catching on to. Y'all watch me closely what I'm about to do. This is the sign of Kali and her destruction and that she's coming. This right here. People can't stop doing this anywhere you look. That's Kali's symbol, y'all. This. Just that's that easy. Kali, that's her energy right there. And little shit like that we don't pay attention to, and synchronicities that we don't pay attention to, that's the spirit. It's a spirit that come over people that make them do that. What the fuck do that mean? Y'all think that means some freaky shit. It's kids that do that. That don't mean nothing freaky shit. The devil is in you is above, so below, just like Christ consciousness. Yes, the devil is. We came down here with a demon as well as a God. You know, an angel, God. It's energy, yeah. Light, dark.
Yeah, the whole point of the Bible, it's like this levels to understanding of it. The highest level of understanding the Bible is when you start breaking it down in astrology. Once you see that John, all these people are really astrological people, but then the level up under that is realize that God and the devil are your higher self and the lower self.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then up under that, you got plain religious people think Jesus was real, Moses was real, all this stuff. But all of it up. You should graduate to understand them, even if you don't read the one place or one book. You know what I'm saying? You can graduate with this understanding. You can go from believing in Jesus to understanding, damn, I can be Jesus. Christ is beautiful. Then you can go to understanding, damn, God ain't the devil. God is my higher self. The devil is my lower self.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you can understand that Helio is really the whole Bible, really the book of the sun. Then you can get into the astrology behind it. You know what? I ain't got this. I ain't really get into astrology. Man, the Bible's so bad, and I'll never tell nobody to go the good way. It's not manipulated. It has to be decoded.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Bible, even in its present country, has to be decoded. But you can't do it. You gotta look at it most basic time and think of it like these people are real full of this and that. You're gonna miss a lot of information.
Yes, you're right, brother.
It's a lot of people just gotta hone in.
You definitely right.
Yeah, man. It's so much information out there, man. People, I'm telling you, man, people do this shit 3 days straight.
Exactly. So what we gonna do? We gonna go ahead and carry it into tomorrow. Can we expect you to be back tomorrow? We'll just try to start a little bit earlier because we gonna let the spirit lead and we'll build till we feel we've built enough. We'll keep it like that.
And I'm gonna go ahead and send the information on those treaties and all that stuff. I'm gonna see that when we get out, because you already have to do it up.
Yeah.
You know, we can build together instead of doing one person just in a way we can both know what we talking about, and you know what I'm saying? Because it's simple information. You can get that. You know what I'm saying? It's simple information.
Yeah, definitely. Tap in with me. Send me that, bro, so I can check it out.
Matter of fact, hold on. Let me Let me share the website so people they can go ahead and do some homework and y'all.
Yeah, drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat for him.
Well, I have to say it because I have to say the website because I got it. It's American. Thank you, man. Look up the History Channel.
Okay, the History Channel.
Broken Treaties with Native American tribes.
Broken Treaties, yeah. Okay.
With the Native American tribes. Sarah Proof.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure if you Google it, you will find the stuff on the history. It's on the History Channel website. It's Broken Treaties with Native American tribes by Sarah Proof.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna check it out.
It's gonna be the basis of how we did and all this.
Okay, yeah, because we're gonna talk some more about that because I'm down here with the Indians, and to keep it real, I can go link up with some Mardi Gras Indians. Like I'm not even bullshitting with y'all. I got a lot of them on my Facebook, and by the Mardi Gras Indians, I mean it's a council of Indians who know they're Indians and they're black people, and they come out for Mardi Gras and they have their old ancient costumes on that they never stop making, and them and they whole tribe is in Louisiana. It's for real.
Thanks. And make sure y'all go look up Brother Sanchez. Brother Sanchez. Hold on, let me find it. Now, I really need to. They really need to know this.
Yeah,
because it's dope. And then we got kids. We gotta. We really got. It's certain things we need to know.
You right.
As adults. You know what I'm saying?
You right, bro.
Thanks. Hold on. I can't find it. Look, I'll drop tomorrow.
Huh? You say Mardi Gras ain't safe either. Well, here's the thing about it. Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras started in Alabama. Mardi Gras is something that's going on all over the world with different names. Some people in South America, they have them and they call it Carnival. In Africa, they have it, they call it the Sigi ceremony. In Atlanta, they used to have it and they called it the Freaknik. What it is all over the world, indigenous people have these ceremonies because that's part of our culture. We get together, we get drunk. It might be some freaking and geeking, and we get spiritual with it. I don't know. That's just how we are. They have to do with some people can't take that in. That's our energy. That's just what it is.
It's the game.
Huh?
It's the game.
Yeah, that's just what it is. And then it's our culture. It's our culture. That's all I can say. It's our culture.
And you know when we get together.
It was her father that passed, family. Her father passed away. Yeah, I'm listening. Oh, somebody asked me how's my wife because her grandfather passed, but her father passed. She all right. She sleep.
I heard about that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep it real. We want to give honor to him, but shit, this is a perfect example of why we gotta do right by the family, because I really don't even want to tell my wife business, but like it be so much that happen when somebody in the family die. Sometimes it'll cause a damn feud. You know what I'm saying? Cause we ain't. It's not no cohesion. It's not no cohesion. Yeah.
Trust me, man. I already know what you're talking about. I just lost my dad last year.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. It be so much shit. People thinking of materialism. Then his wife jealous of my wife. He jealous of his only daughter. How the fuck your old dad should not be like that. Don't want his own daughter coming to his funeral. I just gotta tell her on her ass. And she gonna pay for that. Her old ass gonna pay for that. And that's probably why, you know what I'm saying, why God lines shit up the way he do. You know what I'm saying? Because it was all type of shit that went down in perfect timing before the man had passed away for things to reveal themselves to prepare her mentally, but you never prepared for your loved ones passing on and then having to deal with any type of chicanery. You know what I'm saying? Having to deal with fuck shit. Yeah, so she good though. She's good, y'all. Y'all prayers, all that positive energy. That's always great. That's great. She's good.
Yeah, y'all just been prepared, man. It's the time for y'all, you know what I'm saying? To be who y'all supposed to be.
Yes. That's why God bring you your good thing and bring you a husband or a wife, so y'all build your own family and find peace and happiness in it. I'm learning now. This is another reason, brother, that I was talking about the chaos. With chaos, I never could get content. I couldn't even find a reason to be content. But now I'm learning to try to be lighthearted. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the light. Be lighthearted sometimes and try to be happy. Like sometimes I'll be like, well, shit, I ain't in jail. You know what I'm saying? Be happy that you have your freedom and your health. It's all type of fuck shit out here. And we want to manifest that because being grateful brings in rapid blessings. Being grateful brings in rapid blessings. I'm being real with y'all.
You speaking facts, bro.
Yeah, that's a life hack. If you be grateful for what you got right now, he'll bless you with a multitude of things. Shit that you wouldn't even imagine that would come your way, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So be grateful. Yes, my brother. Make sure you tap back in with me tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm not even gonna stunt. I might be talking loud. And I told y'all my wife, she done came down here and got on an assignment. And she gotta go to that hoe at 9 tomorrow. She done got me a damn job on that motherfucker. So I'm just rolling with it. But at the same time, I still gotta go back to Texas, y'all, because I gotta go check on my dogs and my animals and shit. And make sure they good. So tomorrow, y'all can expect me to be home sometime tomorrow. Huh?
Make sure everybody I posted the link with the Native American broker.
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I put it in the side. Like I said, bro, you got my number, so before you go live tomorrow, hit me up first.
Yeah, definitely. Lock me in, bro. And I definitely will hit you before I go live so that we can just go over a few basic things. We're gonna do the same thing, just let it flow. But right. You know what I'm saying? We might want to give a little. We might want to basically put an outline on what it is we're gonna talk about. But yeah, stay linked in, bro, and stay real.
Yeah. Hey man, y'all go follow my page, man.
Definitely. Realize. Drop that in the chat, brother, so that they know how to get a hold of you.
Yeah, man. Just the page. I've got a little stuff on there.
Let me type that down. Realize. Like real eyes and then realize.
Yeah. It's a picture with an eye on her.
Okay,
and
cool.
I got like two documentaries and stuff on there that have been full breakdown of what's going on politically.
Okay, yeah, I might need you to tap in with me because like I told you, we making a documentary, and I might need to get a word with you about something. You know what I'm saying? God been bringing all the right people at the right time, so it's just been aligning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thanks, man. Whatever you bro, I'm hurt, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what we're do. So
definitely. Definitely, bro, and we definitely will get back together. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with this brother, and he will be back. He'll be back.
Oh, hell
yeah. All right, my brother. I'm probably hit you in the morning, so I'll tell you what time we'll start.
Busy.
All right, man. Have a good night.
All right, man. Peace, y'all.
Peace. Okay, Nikita, I received your email, and I'm gonna look over it. I'm gonna respond to you. But I want to be able to really look at this because it's like it's deep. In fact, you got one of them Bibles that I can't find. My granny had. I'll never let nobody get that. Keep it. Damn, my shit is getting messed up. I love y'all. I don't know if y'all can see me. Y'all stay blessed. I love y'all, man. My connection say it's finna go out. It say it's unstable. So I guess that means it's time for me to get off. Let me type in the chat so y'all know I'm still here with y'all. Can y'all hear me? Y'all hear me now? It's like the connection had went out. It's an older Bible. It's called the St. Joseph edition. It's called the St. Joseph edition. You make sure you keep that because we want to build on that and touch on that. I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed night. Father God, we thank you for blessing us the way that you have. We ask you to keep us near to you, Father. We ask that you bless those who aren't as fortunate as us, Father, and those who are in the darkness, looking for answers and searching for the light. We ask that you present yourself to them, Father, and fortify and strengthen them so that they may know your face and find favor in you. In the name of the Most High God, amen. Y'all still see me? Okay, yeah. We're going to build on this, and y'all tap in with me tomorrow. Y'all tap in with me tomorrow because I'm not even going to stunt. I got an appointment at 9, so I'm going to go ahead and lay down. But yeah, I want us to definitely build on this that Nikita West sent us because these Bibles, man, they're important. They're important. The addition that they are is important, and the information is important because they're changing the Bible. They're changing the Bible. They changing it, y'all. They've been changing it for a while, but we're gonna touch on that further because it's a build. And if any of y'all would like to build with me, feel free to do that. We'll get in touch and in contact, and we'll go from there. If y'all need to email me, my email is keepingpeoplerealtv. We still got an ongoing game night. We still have an ongoing game night. We're gonna make that something regular that we do. We're gonna make that something regular that we do because I haven't forgotten, and we left some money on the table, but the spirit moved, and I had to be spirit led because I didn't know when I was gonna be able to get a hold of y'all. And I'm just glad that I was able to get this little box to hold a signal. You said my grandmother has it. She died, but my father has it now. Make sure you keep that. Make sure you keep that, and we're gonna talk about that. Y'all have a blessed night, and stay in the light and stay real. I love y'all.